One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Kentucky's offense will be first on the attack. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Looking for a man, it's Barrett. The short hands, it's Barry Johnson. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Looking for a crease, it's Wilcox.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down. And you see guys leading into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
Sets up the screen. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. To the air on first down. Get it out on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
And the Wildcats want to crank the tempo.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better.
Going for it all. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Bad news on that play is an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Back to pass on second down. He's got it. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. Motion from the wide receiver. A first down run in the red zone. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Second and goal for the offense. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line. Keeping it on the ground on third and goal. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
And how about a decision time right off the jump? Fourth down. Do I want to go for it? First drive. Palmer, what you going to do?
I'm taking the points right here. It's early in the game. You're trying to pay off this opening drive. Just get some points up on the board. If it's a little closer to the end zone, I'd say maybe go for it, but I'm playing conservative.
The Tigers offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talk talking to the defensive coordinator coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week.
The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll send the tight end in motion. Give from the gun, and maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. To the air, it's Barrett. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Quick pass to the left. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. And the Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Hit as he throws. Makes a connection. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open. Who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off play action. Trying to burn this defensive back. Looking to get it in. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. The Tigers are marching down the field. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fair catch called for and made. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Barrett. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Barry Johnson. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I think that time offensively, we're just trying to take what the defense is giving them, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. The screen, and watch out. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for 3rd down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, put more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. They'll run the screen. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on 1st down. From the gun, the ground game. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Tigers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll ride the hot hand. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, LSU!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Top 15 teams colliding, fellas, in a game of massive importance. Let's catch you up to speed. Ohio State is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners like Eddie George and Archie Griffin in the pantheon of greats in Columbus. They're trailing by just 4 to Nebraska. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
Under fire. Makes the grab. It's Barry Johnson. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
Now, 4th down.
Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. Might be changing the route. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
is a turnover.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Makes the grab. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. To the air, it's Barrett. They're setting up the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Got it in the middle, it's Barry Johnson. And a little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. So from the shadow of his goal post, he gets the punt away. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Plenty of time to work. No time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He'll start this drive going to the air. Got a man. It's Barry. They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Gets it out fast. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Wants to go up top on first down. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Firing to the right, complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. It's 1st down from the 11. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Quick strike complete.
Great job by the defense. A big key coming into this one was 3rd down defense. They're going up against one of the 25 best in the country in that time, making a nice tackle before the sticks to set up 4th.
Good, right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lexington, but let's just go with notable. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to the big tight end. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Berry. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd down, going up top. It's caught. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football.
Oh, a lot of space. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Got out of trouble and throws. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
Oh, that's really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run it. It's Berry. He breaks a tackle. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Bayou Bengals!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. The give on the option. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. The Wildcats come to the line in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry-up.
Give to the running back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do they do right away? Right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% in a season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make a play, and maybe get a spark for this offense.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Barrett. Steps away. Punts it out of the air. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Kentucky going quickly. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Skips away from pressure. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Kentucky, 9.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got him downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
So we open the final period with a third down play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Flips it out on the screen. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And a nice job slipping in the screen. Like, you got to know the situation when those pass rushers, Palmer, are going to come upfield and those situations when you can take advantage of the defense.
Yeah, I would love a David Pollock just running at me free and then finding a way to negotiate the throw around a guy that just knew he was going to be getting a sack. That feels so good. Complete the screen and keep the drive alive.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. On the ground, it's Berry. Past the 30. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Might as well give it to him again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
LSU looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. On target. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. And the Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. And the Wildcats want to pick up the tempo. Back to throw, it's Barrett. And that one's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those.
Time to take a shot. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He'll try to take it back. What a play he made. Makes the interception, then takes it back to the 36.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Great reaction by this defense, immediately on the catch, swarming to the ball. Here comes the offense on second down. He'll keep it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Ball at the 31. 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Turning on the Jets. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Using his legs, it's Berry. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Complete to the left. Makes a grab at the 6-yard line. It's 1st and goal. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is.
They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl